Hello, this is Mike Jack with Minrea, Minnesota Real Estate Investors Association, with another quick Flip It Friday tip for you guys. And this week I want to talk about securing the deal. Now, this is a situation that just came up with one of our students, and it's a mistake that a lot of beginning investors and even some seasoned investors make from time to time, is they find a motivated seller, but they don't get the deal under contract because they think that they're the only person that the seller is talking to, and they figure they got plenty of time to get it under contract, and they become victims of paralysis of analysis, and they're trying to get too much information. If you got a really motivated seller, get them under contract, even if it's just getting an option to buy their property. At least now they're kind of tied to you. And there's another thing you could do if they have a mortgage, and it's not really securing the deal, it's more of just a psychological trigger where you get an authorization to release information for the mortgage. You get the sellers to sign that, send that into the bank to get your information. Okay, but immediately, as soon as you possibly can, get under contract, and at the very minimum, get an option on the property. Because this just happened to another one of our students, and I'm always trying to emphasize, if you've got a motivated seller, get it under deal, and if you need to negotiate later on or renegotiate, you can always come back and renegotiate if you have to, or just walk away from the deal if you structure it correctly. And that's the type of stuff we teach at the Wholesaling 101 classes and a lot of the other trainings we do as well. But this situation, this investor came to the Wholesaling 101 class last month, done all the marketing, went and bought the bandit signs, put out signs, got a seller to call on it, and it was a really good deal. I mean, he was telling to me the whole deal the following week at the beginner's luncheon, and I'm like, that's a really good deal. I can't find any problems with your scenario. And I did not follow up with him and ask him the question, do you have it under contract? I just assumed he did the way he was talking. So that's partly my fault, too, for not following up and making sure he got under contract. But I ran into him last night at the Toys for Tots holiday party, and he said, Mike, lesson learned. I know you said to get under contract. I didn't think I had to worry about it, but I just found out that they decided to go and list the property with a realtor because I took so long to get to him and give him a contract that a realtor came along, got them, and then tricked them into getting a listing. I shouldn't say tricked them, but the realtor told them that they could sell the property for more than what they really can get for it. And this was going to be a good deal with terms. Now, he's still in the deal because neither of us think that the realtor is going to get the property sold. Could be wrong. I highly doubt it based on the numbers and the situation that we're talking about here. So he still has a back end. So if the listing expires, he's going to keep in communication with the sellers so that they'll call him. And if he's smart, he'll keep following up, and I'm going to make sure that he does keep following up with the sellers so that he at least stays in the loop, so if the listing expires, they'll come back to him. But it's very important to get the deal under contract, and then, like I said, worst case scenario, if the numbers don't work out later on, once you've done your due diligence, you can always either back out of the deal or come back to the sellers and say, okay, well, this is what I found after researching the mortgage or whatever, or doing the title search. We need to talk about this, and then it's another negotiating point at that point if you need to, but get the deal locked up first. So hopefully you guys learn a lesson on that one. I know a lot of people have made that mistake. I've made that mistake myself many a times. And to be honest with you, in full disclosure, I still make that mistake. I've made it probably 2-3 times in the last year myself just because I didn't act quick enough. So with that, we'll see you guys next week.